Hello and welcome to the third guide to our serie. Today we'll talk about PowerPoints as our first guide of 2 on the experience mechanic in the game. I also would like to announce to you that my stream channel is open and running. I stream relatively often, like in the afternoon or in the evening, almost every day. Just come by and say hi, I'll be happy to discuss with you with anything and everything, so about really what you feel. Alright, let's go on to the guide now. Please consider that this guide is heavily inspired by Brabox guide about experience on Gamereplays and reshaped a bit as a summary. I suggest you to check his guide out. Most of the examples and the situations will be shown in this 2-part guide. This being the part 1 about PowerPoints. The PowerPoints, as I'm sure you're all aware, are powers that you acquire by inflicting damage to the enemy, creeps or anything concerned with battle and holding experience awards. Quoting Brabox, PowerPoints are gathered differently than experience. Any damage dealt to any experience yielding unit will give a corresponding amount of PowerPoints. For instance, tanking a fortress to 15% health from 100% will give you half the PowerPoints you would have gotten had you completely destroyed it. Likewise, almost killing a hero will still give you almost all PowerPoints it awards. Unquote. Also know that any units or heroes attaining full levels will still be able to make you gain PowerPoints through their actions. Summon units hold a specific place in the experience rewarding mechanic. Quoting, however, summon units yield no experience award at all. Therefore, killing opposing summon units will not level up your heroes or give you PowerPoints. In contrast, killing regular units with summon ones will gain you PowerPoints. Therefore, contrary to popular belief, it can be beneficial to destroy resource building if summon units are attacking it in order to deny your opponent PowerPoints. That is why most of the time it is wise to destroy your buildings when you are sure that you cannot save them, or that you are busy elsewhere, or simply that you want your adversary to think that you cannot save them. Structures cannot make you gain any PowerPoints, same for the 4th expansions. A strategy tip you can use is, instead of letting the enemy kill your units by his units, make them suicide themselves on structure rows. This is not necessarily a good idea, giving your troops away, but can be sometimes. Quote, it can sometimes be a good idea to sacrifice certain harassing units, this way to prevent your opponent from getting their experience award. Unquote. It is mostly for heroes or enemy battalions than for PowerPoints. Hero and unit mechanic experience / stats will come in the second part. Harassing can be more than just disturbing your adversary economically. Quote, a great way to gather PowerPoints is harassing regularly. Even if you do not manage to finish all targeted resource buildings off, you still get a portion of the PowerPoints. It is a particularly reliable tactic, because all factions' resource buildings have exactly the same award value. The second part will about units and hero experience, but this part crossovers the PowerPoint subject. A common strategy to kill off your adversary PowerPoints grinding is the hero spam strategy. Having multiple heroes is more beneficial than having one with a high level, experience grinding wise, but it will reduce your opponent's PowerPoints grinding speed. This is more an experience issue because you can always get PowerPoints attacking those heroes, but most probably less than if you were killing his army. And if you happen to kill a low level hero, the cost in PowerPoint will be not that great, but if you happen to kill a high level hero, the cost will be great. But as said before, we will abord this subject more clearly in the second part of this guide. A tip about this is, quote, units upgraded with heavy armor, forged blades, fire arrows or other unit specific upgrades do not give an increased experience award. Doing damage to upgraded units therefore is much less worthwhile than damaging their unupgraded counterparts. As a result, purchasing upgrades is a great way to transform your economic advantage into an improved experience position. Versus a very defensive opponent or one with many heroes you are trying to prevent from leveling up, getting upgrades works very well. Another thing very important to know is that some power points will or will not grant you power points when dealing damage. Quote, the general idea is to guess whether a power is connected to a unit or hero or not. For example, Ranger's arrow volley ability is essentially disconnected from the unit. Therefore, your Rangers will not level up from it, nor will you gain any power points. Some seemingly disconnected powers, such as Aeron Tornado, do yield power points because they spawn a separate unit. Basically retain that any power points spawn units will give you power points when dealing damage, but will not give any to your enemy when he kills them. Spellbook power that only deals damage will not give you any power points when killing off the enemy forces. Powers such as Barrage, Avalanche, Mount of Doom, Sunflare, and so on. Only summoning powers will give you experience, so be careful to not give your opponent a nice spot for his Bombardier logs to nick sound. Some other examples could be Aeron Tornado without powers such as Fireball and Wall of Power. And some examples that do not give experience awards, such as Sauron's Doom or the Blast from the Summoning of the Balrog or the Shade of the Wolf. This was the first part to the third guide to our series. I hope this helped you improve on this amazing patched game. Thank you for watching, and may you find eternal life into the depths of yourself.
May the blessings of elves and men and all free folk